Hey guys, welcome to Cal Reviews. This is Chris, and that is MP-21 Bumblebee from Takara, or Bumble as it says on the package. So you can see that is Masterpiece Bumblebee in his G1 form, which is very awesome. Now I'd have to agree with Crisis. This one definitely top tier release from Takara so far. Now, MP Magnus might still be my sort of favourite, but Bumblebee is definitely fantastic. A bit closer of a look of his head there. Very cool. So, really hits the cues of Bumblebee perfectly, especially in this mode. In his car mode, not so much, but anyway. We'll show this off. And there he is. Now, Bumblebee comes with some accessories, which I'll show you. He comes with his gun, which can easily pop into his hand. Just slots in there. He doesn't have opening and closing hands like some of the previous releases. They just push straight into his hand. It also comes with, and I'll show you this here. We will zoom in a bit, and comes with another face. This one is a little more serious. This is the one that comes on him, and he's got a little bit of a smile there. It also comes with the spare wheel cover, and on the inside there's a little space for the license plate that he's currently got on. I'll show you how to put this on in a minute. It also comes with this little sprue with a mirror on there. The car actually only has one mirror, so that's why you get two, one spare. My release also came with this, which is the Masterpiece coin. Some releases came with it, Amazon, Japan. There's a coin there, quite nice. And the last thing it came with was this, which is his battle mask, which doesn't want to focus. But anyway, there's a battle mask. I haven't actually opened that up, but it goes on the same way. I'll show you how to transfer those in a minute. And of course it comes with instructions, collector's card, blah blah blah. So, hopefully you can't hear too much banging in the background there. That's my dinner being made. So, now, first off we'll show you how to change this faceplate. So, pretty much get your finger and you push it into the little slot behind the head there, and just work that forward, and he'll come off with Demon Bumblebee face. I'll just leave you to look at that image while I find the head that I just dropped. So you got Demon B there. On the back of the head there, it's just got two little pegs, and they push straight back into the head like so. So pretty easy. Nothing too hard there. Well, we've got him here. I'll show you how to do the back. So on the back here you've got a little number plate that can just pop out like so, just like that. You get this spare wheel, and you just push that onto the back, and then he has a spare wheel, so you can have it like that. And with that spare wheel, inside there you have the little flap, and that can store just inside there like that, so you never really lose that part. But I personally prefer just to have the little number plate on there, so that's how we'll leave them for there. Now, I'll just cover some articulation on this guy. Now, first of all, his head has this sort of new thing with the pivot there and rotation, so no tilt, but it's fairly emotive, so you can't complain with that. Shoulders are on a hinge and ball joint, so they can go sort of up and down, and they have a cut on top, so they'll go all the way out, and of course they'll rotate around. There's a bicep swivel. Elbow, which will go just over 90 degrees, nothing on the wrist, just the transformation joint. He has a waist rotation, which is great. Universal hips, which are nice and tight, forward and back, in and out all the way. Upper thigh swivel, 90 degree bend in the knee, and then you have an ankle tilt and a slight forward and back tilt on there. So his articulation is pretty darn good. Now, just bring in a quick size comparison. So we'll put Bumblebee there, and we'll bring in, and there he is with prime knockout. So it gives you a little indication, and if you saw my last review, here is Combiner Wars Power Glide. So it gives you a bit of an idea of his size. He's fairly small, and next to another masterpiece car, 1 second, and there he is next to G2 Sideswipe, so you can see comes up to about their chest level. So he's a little tiny guy, but very awesome anyway. Alright, I've got one more surprise, so we'll fade into that, and then we'll get on to transforming Bumblebee. And there he is, our other surprise there. So this is the last accessory or figure that Bumblebee comes with, and I'm going to call him Spaniel, because everyone wants to argue between Spike and Daniel. So Spaniel here is obviously in his exosuit, which is very cool, and you can see he scales nicely with Bumblebee. And just to show, here is Spike. So he's a little out of scale with these guys. That head is rather large in there, but that's him next to a person. So what we'll do, we'll get Bumblebee and Spike out of the way, and I'll show you some details on Spaniel. Alright guys, we've got Spaniel here in his exosuit. Now, the detailing on him is pretty good. It's not perfect, it's not terrible. Now, articulation, he's got nothing here. If you want, you can make him look up as part of the transformation. If not, you have a shoulder that will go up and down. You have a ball joint here, so you can make him kind of faux an elbow, but really there's not much there. It just says that transformation joint and this little ball joint, so it kind of has arm articulation, but nothing really. No waist swivel. He has ball jointed hips, will go forward and out, and he has a knee that will bend all of that far or that far forward, so which is kind of weird, and his toe will go in and out. So articulation is very limited on this guy. I'm sure they could have managed to get a little bit more in, but I'm not complaining because he came with it anyway. Now, to transform him, it's pretty easy. First thing you're going to do is pop this cap off, tilt the head up, and then you're going to put the cap back on. So it was this way. You're going to put it back on that way, so those lines meet up. Now, just leave the arms where you are now. Come down to the legs, fold the feet forward like so, pull out the wheel, fold that and clip it in, both sides, clip it in, and then you're going to rotate that up, fold the feet down, and then you're going to peg all that together, just like that, and then collapse that in on itself, like so. Pretty easy. And then you have the back of that done. From there, you're going to rotate this chest piece down and around, and then this is where it gives away that there's no figure inside. Pop these little flaps out and push them as far up as they will go, obviously without forcing them, like that. Now with the arms, rotate them forward, and then you're going to pull out this wheel like so. On this side as well, rotate, pull out the wheel like that. Now they're going to rotate on this hinge like so, and then fold back. So you're going to rotate on the hinge, fold back. They're going to peg in up on the top there, and then fold those flaps down. And there you have Spaniel in his car mode. So look, it's nothing super special, but at the same time it's really cool to have it. Kind of looks like a skateboard, you know, if you wanted Bumblebee to skate around on him. But that's Spaniel, and to transform him back, it's very easy. You just separate these, pull them out, fold in these little sections here, flip that forward and tab that together. You're going to rotate the arm around, fold away the wheel, so rotate the arm, fold away the wheel, and there you have that part. Grab the little head section, fold his head out, put that back on sideways, stretch the legs out, fold the feet forward, come up a little bit for you. So you fold the feet forward, rotate these down, you're going to flip the wheel on the inside, flip the wheel on the inside, just a nice little bit of engineering. Fold the feet down. There you have Spaniel back in his exosuit mode. Right, let's get Spaniel out of the way, get Bumblebee back, and we'll show you how to transform him. Alright guys, we've got Bumblebee back. First thing we do, get rid of his gun. And next we're going to fold away the hands, and rotate the arm around like that. Get these little flaps here. Going to fold them in like that. So what you're doing is just moving that to the opposing side of the arm. I'll show you in a minute why. Come around to the back. Going to untab the backpack and just sort of fold that forward. This is where you're going to get your finger in here. Pop this little flap forward and down. Be careful, this is clear plastic, just painted, and don't pull on that black section there. From there, you're going to rotate that around, bring the whole thing up like so. So you form in the back of the car. Now, bring these side flaps out. With your arm here, you're going to bend the elbow a little bit, and that will tab in like so, just like that. So I'll just show you, there's a little tab just there, and that is going to peg in on the arm. If you find they're not reaching, you might just need to lower that shoulder joint down a little bit. Now fold those up, just put a little bit of pressure on that back section underneath and click that in. So again, underneath, and make sure the hands fold away. Click that in. So you should have that back section looking something like that. Now, with the feet, you're to unfold these doors all the way out. Then you're going to rotate that foot up, and that panel will just peg in the side of the leg there. And the wheel underneath, you're going to just fold out like that. So same on the other side, just untab, fold up, tab in, and then these knees sort of pop out, so just pop that up. Once you've got them popped up, I recommend that you peg the front of the cab together. Now, section in the middle here is a really cool bit of engineering. You're going to fold that down, fold that flap out, and then you're going to concertina all of this in on itself. Make sure they all peg in. It's pretty intuitive. Push the little bumper down. There you have Bumblebee in his car mode. Now, with your gun, this will actually stall. So underneath here you have a little indent there. That's where the handle will sit, and the gun will pop in there. And there you have Bumblebee basically in his car mode. There we are. One step I did just forget to do, and if you do forget it, you can't rotate it here. I should have really rotated that at the start. All we need to do there is just bring that section down a little bit, and it can rotate that around and then fold it all back in together. So maybe if you hadn't have made a mess of Bumblebee there, and put it all back together, clip together, make sure those wheels are out, and then you can get your gun, pop that back underneath, and then you have Bumblebee in his car mode. So, okay, so in this mode, details are pretty good. Underneath, you don't have too much kibble going on there. It's got the nice Volkswagen logos on his wheels. Nice Tampo Autobot symbol. From the front is undeniably Bumblebee. Painted wiper blades on there. Volkswagen symbol on top. No mirror on this side. One mirror on this side. Accurate to the car. And at the back we have the license plate. Now again, you can pop that out and pop on the spare wheel. To me, it just looks a little too big. Personally, I prefer it without it, but that's really up to the individual. Because of course, if you're buying it, it's up to you. Just off camera here for a second, I'll put that back on. Now, we'll do a quick size comparison for Bumblebee. As I've already filmed it and I forgot to press record. So there's Bumblebee there, 1 second. And there is Sideswipe or Lambo. So you can see he scales quite nicely with the bigger car. Right, there we are. Overall pretty nice. And to show you the exosuit in there. And there is Spike, who doesn't want to stand up. So you can see not too bad of a scale, not too bad at all. So we'll get those out of the way and we'll transform Bumblebee back into robot mode. Alrighty guys, to transform Bumblebee back, it is pretty easy. First thing we're going to start by just separating these doors a little bit, like so, and then you're going to pull that down. Now, the tendency would be to just pull all that out. What you actually want to do is this little cool bit of engineering. Fold the bumper in, then extend that out, and what it does is it puts that bumper bang in the middle of that body, like so. Very cool. I haven't had any paint scratch off yet, so not a concern at this point. Now with the legs, you're going to separate those, untab that, fold that down, extend the knee and click, extend the knee and click. Now with the leg, pop the gun out, fold the wheel underneath, then you're going to fold 1 and 2, just pegs into the side. So fold the wheel away, fold 1, fold 2, and there you have Bumblebee's legs done, and he can be this little walking car. So coming up, now from the top, pretty easy. Separate the arm, fold it out. Same thing, separate the arm, fold it out. And you're going to bring those down and untab. Bring that down and untab. And just to show you here, I actually molded a little round spot in here for that hub to sit into, and that just sort of presses over the top of that. Doesn't really lock in as such, but it gives it a nice place to go. Fold the arms down, rotate those around, rotate around with the little fender section here. Just going to, it's on a little double hinge there, fold that to the back, rotate the hand out, and just flip that whole arm over and push up. And there's one arm. So fold the hand out, rotate the little flap there back like so, and we're coming along. Now this whole section here is going to lift back. You're going to rotate that around as you bring it down, fold in this little flap, And you can see, just as I was speaking about before, that black section isn't glued in, it's just a press fit. It will pop out from time to time, and it is very easy to put back in. Now, you get a little tab here, little hole here. They are going to press together, and at the same time that pops a bee's head out. And your last step there, put your fingernail there, brings this down, a little slot there, flip that around, and there you have your Autobot symbol. And there he is, Bumblebee, back in his robot mode. Alright guys, I'm going to throw these guys in a pose, and we will finish up the review. Alright guys, just to finish up, that was a video review of MP-21 Bumblebee and Spaniel in his exosuit there. So, very cool figures. Bumblebee is probably one of the best overall pieces they have released so far. And Spike or Daniel or Spaniel or whatever you want to call him in the exosuit is pretty darn cool himself. Using darn in this review a little too much, but oh well. So, fantastic release, and of course there will always be more to come from these guys. You can see there I've actually got Spaniel with his arm all twisted back to replicate that thing where Daniel fires the booster into the flap in Unicron. But anyway, value wise for this, if you can get this around $60, you are killing it. Well worth your money, and definitely a great figure to pick up. Bumblebee is awesome. The movies might have ruined him for a lot of people, but now he is cool again. So thanks for watching guys. That is Spaniel. That is Bumblebee out of focus. I'm Chris, your viewer, and bye.